Here at Royal Ascot, there is over 300 years of tradition, of pageantry and of elegance, of excitement and of some disappointments. But many would say that the highlight of this event is the exquisite hospitality. Here, some of Britain's most talented chefs come together serving the finest cuisine. Today we get an exclusive look into the preparations for this world-class event and a taste of what's to come. Welcome to the scene at Royal Ascot. We are very excited to be here today at Royal Ascot with Jonathan Parker, the Managing Director of Food and Beverage. You are one of the kings of the catering industry. I've known you for a very long time. Across the UK and Australia, you've run many incredible events. How does Royal Ascot compare to all the incredible events that you've done?
Well, I think the real thing with Royal Ascot is how important the food and beverage for the enjoyment of every customer's day is. We have the sport, we centre around the sport, but we actually only have 12 minutes of racing.
Yes.
Food and beverage plays a massive part.
Can you tell us from one end of the course to the other, what is the offering that you have here at Royal Ascot?
We actually have 4 enclosures. So The famous enclosure is the Royal Enclosure. Then we have the Queen-Anne enclosure. Then we have the Village enclosure, which is on the inside of the tracks. And then we have the Windsor enclosure, which is at the far end of the straight, of the home straight. We also have a car park where people bring all their own picnics. So that's
It's a big tradition, is it?
It's a big tradition. People do it very elegantly, which is important to us. So people will have a picnic with their car, with their friends and colleagues. They'll then come in for racing. All walks of life love to come to Royal Ascot, which for us is great. So it's a very inclusive event.
There's something for everyone.
Yeah.
And then you've got an incredible amount of Michelin star chefs coming and Michelin star restaurateurs.
We've worked very closely with a number of signature chefs over the last few years. We're sat in the Parade Ring restaurant today. This year we've got Simon Rogan again, so Simon and his team
from
Longclume.
Yes.
Simon's last year got the 3rd Michelin star for Longclume, so he's up to 8 stars now.
And a chef of that calibre, of that level, are they hands-on at an event like this, or do they just give you the menu and say, you deliver
so
this?
we insist they have to be with us every day. They're in the kitchen every day for all 5 days, yeah. So they love it, actually.
It would be quite a special event in their career to come to an event like this, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and Tom Shepherd, love him from upstairs at Tom Shepherd in Lichfield, little restaurant in the Midlands. He's got a Michelin star. He's a genius. We called him on the TV. He was on Great British Menu, and we said we think he'd be great to have a restaurant here. I mean, I call him Chef Patron. So we've got Raymond Blanc. And Raymond's been here. Raymond's been here over 6 years now, running the Panoramic restaurant. Lisa Goodwin-Allen is running our On5 restaurant. I saw her last night after her first day. She was so excited. She said, "I just always dreamt of being able to have a restaurant at Royal Ascot," which is music to our ears.
And you've also got Tom Booton from
the
Dorchester
the grill by Tom Booton,
Yes.
At the Dorchester. So,
and he's been here a few years.
Yeah, this will be their 3rd year.
So how many people are you feeding a day here at Royal Ascot?
So on a busy Thursday, we'll probably be serving nearly 15,000 sit-down meals.
So it's a lot of champagne, a lot of scones.
A lot of champagne, scones. We're nearly sort of 20,000 scones a day, it seems.
Who does the taste testing?
I do.
Is you the chief taste tester?
I do a lot.
Have a nibble,
I like to have a go.
You can always forget that there's races on, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah.
We're here at the grill by Tom Booton, the Dorchester, with Tom Booton. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, yeah.
Very exciting. This is your 3rd year here at Royal Ascot.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm one of the old boys now here and girls, so it's good,
You must have had a good time.
No, really good. Every year we love it. We bring all of our staff from the hotel, which is super important for us because we really want to showcase what we do as a restaurant and as a hotel as well. So bring down all my chefs, some of the chefs from the other departments in the hotel.
Wow, that's incredible. From the Dorchester, they're all come here.
All from the Dorchester, yeah. We get a coach down every morning and then we're all here and then we all get a coach back home, back to London every day. So it's amazing fun. It's an amazing event. It's legendary.
Yes.
And we've got a beautiful terrace here where people are out all day and then we have a lovely restaurant on the inside.
Can you tell us about some of the flavours and the meals you're serving this year?
Yeah, so inside the restaurant, we're going to do about 300 to 350 people a day. It's a set menu, so you start off with a lovely little crispy pork canapé with pickled walnut. Then we've got homemade bread and butter, and then we've got cured salmon with gazpacho, and then we've got wonderful beef fillet from our suppliers H.G. Walter back in London, and it's come with my little stuffed potato, which is my idea of like a little cheesy bacony potato with a lovely sauce. And then to finish off, you've got our soft serve, which is kind of a bit iconic for us inside the restaurant in the Dorch. So it's raspberries and cream this year with hundreds and thousands, sprinkles, and got that real nostalgic kind of flavours going on.
How do you find translating from the Dorchester, the grill, bringing that to Royal Ascot, and this event that goes for so many days back to back, large sittings? How do you and the team find adapting to that?
It has its challenges, but it's actually really good fun as well. We all get to see some horse racing, we get to have a good time.
People must find it's quite special to come here to Royal Ascot and have the Dorchester experience on site in the Royal Enclosure to have.
No, it is good, and actually over the years we've seen a lot of our in-house guests as well coming down in the morning, so they're almost following us behind on the bus, and they're coming down, and there's so much excitement in the hotel as well from a customer point of view. I've been running this menu in the restaurant as well, so we run that side by side. So we do this menu in the grill at the Dorchester, and then we do it here as well. So we really tell the story. It's a proper British kind of legendary event, and it's how can we promote it, and the Dorchester's iconic. So it's about bringing the two together and really working together about it. Yeah.
Two icons come together.
Two icons come together. It's a good hashtag, that. Yeah.
We're here at the Sandringham restaurant at Royal Ascot with Tom Shepherd from upstairs at Tom Shepherd. Tom, I think you've got the best seat in the house here. This is the most beautiful space.
Oh, 100%. I think it's, I'm absolutely humbled to be cooking here. In life, you get these opportunities, and it's just crazy that, you know, in hospitality, there's venues like this that you're able to cook in. I think it's just so special that I've been asked this year to cook in the Sandringham, and it's so special. So when the weather's out as well like this, there's not many better places to be cooking in, for sure.
So it's your first time here at Royal Ascot. It's pretty exciting. Good luck.
Thank you.
How are you bringing the flavours of Upstairs by Tom Shepherd here to Royal Ascot?
Yeah, well, our philosophy at Upstairs, or my philosophy, is everything has to be flavour packed. We just focus on flavour, and equally the seasons as well. So almost the seasons lead us, and then we sort of take those seasons and seasonal ingredients and make them to our best of our ability. And I don't want to change that here. It's a different setup, of course it is, but at the same time you can bring that philosophy anywhere. And so we're going to really flavour pack each of the dish and each element and each morsel of food, and hope that the customers really enjoy that.
Can you give us a sneak peek of some of the things that you've got on the menu?
We're going to be doing like a beautiful soy and maple glazed sirloin of beef off one of the carving stations with a 5-spice sauce. On the other station, we're going to do a beautiful slow sort of poached whole side of salmon with our watercress and lemon pesto. And then the a la carte is more of a taste of Upstairs. So we've brought a couple of Upstairs dishes with us. One of the most notorious dishes with Upstairs is the scallop satay, which we've got. So some beautiful hand-dyed scallops with a real delicious satay sauce and like pickled radish salad. That's for a starter. And then our dessert is probably our most signature dish that has been on the menu since we opened, which is a sweet take on a Thai green curry, which I know that sounds really unusual, but it's like an enriched coconut rice pudding with mango and then like a foam, like a sweet foam of Thai. So like lemongrass, lime leaf, ginger, all in the foam. So it gives a beautiful fragrance to that dish as well. So that's the sort of the a la carte dessert that we're going to be serving as well. So it'll be good.
And you're very hands-on yourself with an event like this. Like you here every day.
You have to be, yeah, you have to be. I mean, it's your food at the end of the day. It's literally your name above the door. So yeah, it's got to be a representation of me. I'm looking forward to meeting the guys as well. I want to come around and make sure they're enjoying the food and enjoying the atmosphere, and hopefully there's some big winners on the day as well, which will be good.
We are here at Royal Ascot with Lisa Goodwin-Allen of the Michelin star restaurant Northcote. Welcome to Royal Ascot.
Thank you very much.
Well, welcome. We're in your space actually. Thanks for having us. It's on level 5 here at Royal Ascot.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, I think you've got the award-winning view here. Like we can see the entire track and everything around it. It's pretty spectacular.
Oh, massively. I mean, it is kind of goose pimples when you come out and you just look at it. You know, this morning I came and looked out, goosebumps, like really quiet, beautiful. but I'm sure it's going to get busy.
It's your first time here at Royal Ascot.
It is, yeah, my first time here.
So for you and the team, it must be quite a buzz being here.
Oh, it's amazing. It's a huge honour. You know, when I was younger, it's always something that I wanted to do or inspire to cook here. So to be asked, it's amazing.
How do you bring the flavours of Northcote here to Royal Ascot?
Well, I basically work seasonally at the restaurant. For me, seasonal ingredients at its best. You have to do little with it and it gets great flavour. I'd say you're kind of like modern British, but with fantastic flavour. And that's what we've done here, is just tried to source the best of the best.
What do you think the experience for people is going to be like here? I mean, you've got this spectacular view, amazing food inside. It's quite a unique experience, isn't it, to be here at Royal Ascot?
Oh, massively. You know, I'm going to have to really pull my socks up because the food has to match, you know, the view that's going on.
Sure it will.
But again, you know, I think we've really reflected some of them that is a little bit of me, very much me in the menu.
Great.
I think it's packed full of flavour, some great artistic licence, but, you know, they'll have a fantastic experience, hopefully.
Can you take us through the menu and some of the delicious things that you'll be serving here at Royal Ascot?
Yeah, so you'll see kind of a bit of a nod to like British nostalgia, so some like maybe humbling classic things that you'd eat. So we start with like 3 snacks. We've got a little crispy cut with crab, some garlic mushrooms, you know, the latest of the wild garlic just coming in, and I really love garlic mushrooms, and then a chicken toast. Ooh, so everyone gets those kind of 3 snacks with a little buttermilk curd on top. And then we've got Isle of Wight tomatoes as a starter, or salmon with champagne, cucumber and caviar.
Wow.
So again, quite classic, but just very modern in the way we're presenting it, but again, packed full of flavour. We've gone for lamb as a main course because I think it's the best of the best, the British lamb. So we're going for Lake District lamb, that we slow cook it on the bone so we get it really tender, crispy and delicious, with a slow cooked belly, sheep's curd and a carrot that's cooked in lamb fat.
Oh, spectacular.
So hopefully we're going to make them
I
celebrate.
think people are going to forget there's some horse racing outside.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've got halibut.
Lisa's still serving. The next course is out.
Hopefully it'll keep them glued to the seats for a while.
So we're here with Tom Barnes of the new Skof restaurant in Manchester, which you opened only 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, correct.
And now you're here at Royal Ascot.
Yes.
So there's a lot happening at the moment.
Yeah, it's been a crazy month.
So you've got an amazing spot here at Royal Ascot, the old press room.
It's an amazing view. It's like right on the finish line. You get to see everything, and it's just like super exciting for the guests, super exciting for me and the team that come with me. And yeah, so just hopefully give everyone a great day out, great food with amazing views of the racecourse.
What have you got on the menu this year? Have you brought the dishes from the brand new restaurant Skof here?
Yeah. So some of the dishes actually that we worked on for Royal Ascot ended up on the Skof menu. So especially some
amazing.
of the little...
So Royal Ascot's inspired Skof.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So some of the little snacks, we do a beautiful fresh sort of broad bean salsa, which is sandwiched in between a little cheese sablé biscuit with some whipped codger, which has been on the menu at Skof, and people have really enjoyed it. And also a little tartlet of beef bavette, which we serve with like some grilled broccoli and black pepper. It's also ended up on the restaurant menu. So we have 3 snacks, and then we do a beautiful Jersey Royal starter. And then we have some steamed cod, which we serve with some roasted courgette and a shrimp sauce made from Morecambe Bay brown shrimps. And then we've got a beautiful lamb dish for the main course with some celeriac, some asparagus.
Yeah, it's obviously it's a big week ahead, isn't it? It's long days, it's back-to-back seatings. How do you and the team feel by the end of it? Obviously a lot of pride being here, but I'm guessing a lot of exhaustion as well.
Yeah, exactly. I remember my first time coming here, and I realised I'd sort of grossly underestimated the size of this event when I turned up and saw the stadium. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm cooking here. So yeah, they're all like really excited, and everyone's super happy to be here.
Okay, we're here with Jemma Amor, the executive chef of the whole site here at Royal Ascot. Gemma, you've got a huge job in the next few days ahead.
Yeah, very, very big job. We'll be catering for around 45,000 meals over the week. Responsible for all the catering on site, and I oversee a brigade of 360 chefs.
You have been known as being the queen of Royal Ascot in the sense of you guide everyone. You know, the Michelin chefs look to you, everyone on site looks to you. You do all the ordering for the food for everything on site, which is a massive task.
So I got the name Queen of Ascot because I've actually been here 29 years.
Wow.
Worked my way up from the bottom. This was my work experience at college. Loved the buzz, loved the event, loved Ascot, and decided that that was for me. So I spent my career achieving to be the best and to be the top, and now I'm the best and the top at what I do.
Well done. That's such an incredible story and so encouraging for people to know that you can work your way up through the passion and hard work. How has Royal Ascot evolved and changed over those 29 years that you've seen it?
When I first started, you got a side of poached salmon as your main course. So you can imagine a poached salmon, that was it.
You've got so many staff coming in. You've got a number of staff coming in today that are preparing everything. More come in tomorrow and the next day and the next day. How do you handle this big organisation here?
Probably with a strong rod or an iron, as the boys say. I mean, I've always been taught that you need to respect people to get respect back. So I respect everyone that comes here. I never give people jobs to do that I wouldn't do myself, even if it means emptying bins, doing washing up. If we all need to muck in, we will muck in.
There really is nothing like this in the world, isn't there? I mean, looking at this incredible view, it's endless, the amount of offering and the beautiful tables set up along the whole of the track.
Oh, definitely. I've been here 29 years and it's like nowhere else. Every day is different. It doesn't matter if you're coming to watch the racing or you're coming to socialise. There's so many different areas and beautiful places you can go, and it is like nowhere else.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, every time you go out for a race, you come back and then we've served you some more food. But we start the day with all the pageantry, obviously with the carriage procession on the track coming into the parade room. And we end the day as a party. Some people love the pageantry, some people love the party, some people love the food and beverage, but luckily we've got a little bit of everything for everyone.
It's a full day, isn't it?
Yeah.